What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I want to start this video off with an introduction of what I'm going to be producing, which is a series of probably 30 to 50 videos, maybe, give or take, surrounding the parables that Jesus talks about. Now, again, it depends what your definition of a parable is. Some would say there's about 30, some would say there's about 50. And I want to go through each one. I hear about the common ones, like the seven kingdom of God parables, which I think is very interesting that God uses the number seven, which means wholeness or completeness, to really describe the kingdom of God. But I think parables are just really a good way that Jesus uses to bring something so spiritual like the kingdom of God, right, into something that we can understand with our own terms that we use in the world, with the common, culture of the day that he came and walked this earth in. I thought that was very cool and another gesture of love of what God does to really make us understand. God isn't this God up in the sky that's very distant and all unknowing. Some things he wants to reveal to his children. And Jesus does so through parables. For those of you that don't know, the definition of parable, I thought it was really interesting. It literally means to be thrown alongside. And I thought that was, interesting because the parables are thrown alongside the truth of what God is actually saying with the parables, right? Like he's speaking figuratively or building an illustration, but he's really trying to get us to understand in a way that we can about what the kingdom of God is like, for example, or even with all the other parables that we're going to be diving into. So again, parables really cool. I do believe that they're made to illustrate meaning, build understanding, but also to build curiosity. And we see that found in Luke chapter 8. I want to dive into that real quick. On verse 9, so the context of this is Jesus is just getting done explaining the parable of the farmer scattering seed, right? Of course, he goes in, he says the farmer went out to plant his seed, he gets scattered across the field. We'll dive into that in another video. But as you see, it sparks the curiosity of his followers. They ask, "Hey, what does this parable mean?" And he says something interesting here, which I probably need to go into detail in another video. But this isn't to say that Jesus is purposely trying to make people not understand parables. It reads, "You are permitted to understand the secrets of the kingdom of God, but I use parables to teach the others so that the scriptures might be fulfilled." Again, he's fulfilling prophecy in so many different ways. But this prophecy from the book of Isaiah says, when they look, they won't really see. When they hear, they won't really understand. Now, this is just saying people don't necessarily have ears to hear from what Jesus is actually trying to convey to them. I'll dive into that a little later. But I think this purpose right here of getting understanding through parables is something that draws us closer to the shepherd. So I want to dive in to as many parables as I can. Again, I'm not going to probably go straight. I'll probably jump into different videos, but let me know which ones you want me to start off with. I might start off with this one right here, but let me know. Feel free to subscribe, like the video, and of course, be blessed. Be blessed. Get to know God intimately for yourself, because that's how you'll be able to be founded and rooted for what we're going to be facing in the near future. You never know. So, yeah, love you guys. Take care.